And I had like 25 people or something in the crew from Sri Lanka, only in Italy. Only Sri Lankans about 24. Anyway, we made this movie, and it took some time, but everything else I have done on time. So I thought to myself, here, I'm gonna show people what I can do. So I told Chinta, look, let's do this movie in 14 days. Everybody's like, wow, we have 14 days. I'm like, yeah, we can do it. And I talked to Channa, the cinematographer, and he was up to it. And of course, Channa, I've told him, I always said, look, Channa, I might take the camera into hand like Soderbergh does. Many other directors today, they do. And Channa kind of had a problem with that because he was not too comfortable, because in Sri Lanka they would say like, oh, you know, it's not Channa who's doing the cinematography, Boodee might be doing it. And I said, look, you know, okay. And then I limited me handling the camera in the set. So anyway, that's kind of a bummer in sometimes because I didn't need, sometimes I couldn't get my shot that I really need. But you know, anyway, Channa is an excellent cinematographer when it comes to lighting. But I think I'm in a way a good operator because I know exactly what my angles are. So and you know, it's always working as a team. You know, then when we decided, I talked to Chandragupta, my cinematographer, I'm sorry, my production designer who did the production designing for Mileswa. He agreed, and then I wanted Lakshman so badly, and I went and spoke to Lakshman, and Lakshman had taken over Vimukti's film because he was asking, when is your thing going to happen? I said, tomorrow or day after, you know, it's like Domani. And finally when I said, he was like, look man, I have so many stuff like here. And I think he was going through a time with Pasolini after Machan, because it was quite intense. He told me that he had to go through so much the music stuff that he was doing. And when I went to him, he was like totally kind of exhausted, and he's like, at one point he said like, let's go out and let's talk. And he said, look Boodee, because I said I put pressure, you know, I mean I work different than many other directors in Sri Lanka or even world, I don't know, and I like to work with my composer together. I might sit with him sometimes, and I said, look, you know, I need this done by this time. It's like, we went out for dinner, and he's like, look man, I'm so sorry, I really want to do this, but I can't do it. I was like, whoa, Lakshman's saying no, because this is one of the few guys who would never say no to me, and then suddenly he's saying no. And I'm like, wow, what's wrong here? I mean this is one of my major team, you know, and major team members, and then anyway, I took back for a while. I mean, I was thinking, I talked to Chinta, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Maybe somebody's saying something, don't do that movie or whatever. But no, I mean, you know, then I went back to him and I said, look, dude, it's just, you know, take your time, okay? Take your time. Because I know he's Mr. Panicky, because when I went up to him a few years back, he had not composed for film. And I knew he was the right guy for my movie, and I said, look, Lakshman, I like your work, why don't you compose? He's like, whoa, well, you know, what about Master, Keerthisena Master? I'm like, no, you're going to do it. He's like, oh, okay, alright. And then a week later he's calling me and like, hey, man, you know about composing, how about Keerthisena Master? He's like, if I wanted him, I would have taken him, but I want you. So, I mean, he's kind of panicky sometimes. He can't go through pressure sometimes. I always had to go through pressure. I mean, I'm the director. I mean, I have to take people's, like, say, coming in and telling me, I have a tummy ache, I have a headache, you know, what to do. So, finally Lakshman agrees. He's on board. I've got Chandragupta on board, and I spoke to Peter de Almeida. I thought he would play the Vishwa character really good. And that time, Peter was so bloody keen. He read the script, he had a chat with me, he's like, man, what the freaking thing, you bring it to me right now? I had 3 months free and now you're coming and telling me you need me. This is torture for me because I really want to do this project Boodee, but I just got a new job. Because you know, in Sri Lanka, if you're an actor, you're a part-time actor and full-time maybe doing something else. And some of them, of course, if you're a commercial actor like Roshan Ranavana, you can't even get days. So then, you know, I was totally bummed out and I was very sad. Then I didn't know what to do, and so I start hunting now because Mahendra is so good. I'd love to work with him, but problem is this character is a lot younger than Mahendra. And Mahendra has been in all of my projects. And I know this is not going to go for Mahendra because it's just, you know, miscast. So I was trying to hunt what's going on. Then suddenly I saw Wala Patla. And I saw one scene by Saumya he was playing the doctor, I think, one of the doctors. I was like, man, this guy has blank face, blank. And I thought, that's the guy. This is my guy. I immediately called Saumya and I said, Saumya, you know, Machang, there's a project. It's very low budget, but I want you to. He's like, okay, let's meet, talk, blah, blah, blah.